क्यों मेरे मन अंधियारा, प्रभु जी कैसे हो जियारा। जगमग ज्योत जगाने वाले, जाने तो छिपा है कहाँ। दुनिया बनाने वाले, जाने तो छिपा है कहाँ। ये मैं जानूं, ये मैं जानूं, तू सब देखे तेरे पास आने लेके। कैसे पास में तेरे आऊं, कैसे मुक्ति का सुख पाऊं। सबको खेल कराने वाले, जाने तुझ पाए कहाँ। दुनिया बनाने वाले, जाने तुझ पाए कहाँ। कैसे ढूंढे कोई तुमको, नहीं कर्मों के भी निशान। दुनिया बनाने वाले, जाने तुझ पाए कहाँ।
Thank you, Bhai Vinesh, for that wonderful bhajan. Together, let us all join our sweet voices as we chant the Sandhya mantras and as we communicate with our God. Let us clasp our palms and close our eyes. नमस्ते सदेते जगत कारणाय, नमस्ते चिते सर्वलोकाश्रयाय, नमो द्वैत तत्त्वाय मोक्षप्रदाय, नमो ब्रह्मणे शाश्वताय। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव।
गायत्री मंत्र।
ओम भूर्भुवः
भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं, भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं, भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं, भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
अथ संध्योपासना विधिः प्रारभ्यते atachamanam.
Placing your right palm in your left palm as you sip sacramental water.
Om Shanno Devi सर्वभीष्टया आपो भवन्तु भीतये शन्योरभिशवन्तु नः.
Indriya Sparsha, touching the body limbs with sacramental water.
Om Vak Vak, Om Pranah Pranah, Om Chakshuh Chakshuh, Om Shotram Shotram, Om Nabhi, Om Hridayam, Om Kantah, Om Shiraha, Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam, Om Karatal Karaprishte.
Marjana, touching the body limbs once again.
Om Bhuhu Punatu Shirasi, Om Bhuah Punatu Netrayo, Om Swaha Punatu Kante, Om Maha Punatu Hridaye, Om Janah Punatu Nabhyam, Om Tapah Punatu Padayo, Om Satyam Punatu Punah Shirasi, Om Kham Brahma Punatu Sarvatra.
Pranayam, touching the body limbs with your two palms. Om Bhu,
Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Om Bhuhu, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam.
Atagamashana Mantraha, recognizing God as the supreme power responsible for the creation of our extensive cosmos.
Om Ritam Cha Satyam Cha Bhidha Tapasodhya Jayata Tato Ratraya Jayata Tatah Samudro Arnavaha. Om Samudra Arnavadadhi Samvatsaro Ajayata Ahoratrani Viradhat Vishwasya Mishato Vashi. Om Surya Chandramaso Dhata Yatha Purvamakapayat Divam Cha Prithivim Chantarikshamato Swaha.
Ata Manasa Parikrama, acknowledging God and all that He has created for us.
Om Prachidigagniraधिpatirasito Rakshita Ishavaha. Tebhyo Namo Dipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Nama Ishubhyo Nama Ebhyo Astu. Yosman Dvishtiyam Vayam Dvishmastam Vojamhe Dadmaha. Om Dakshinadhigindro Dipatischiraschiraji Rakshita Pitarai Shavaha. Tebhyo Namo Dipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Nama Ishubhyo Nama Ebhyo Astu. Yosman Dvishtiyam Vayam Dvishmastam Vojamhe Dadmaha.
Om Pratichi
Digvaruno Dipati Pridaku Rakshita Namaishavaha. Tebhyo Namo Dipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Nama Ishubhyo Nama Ebhyo Astu. Yosman dvishtiyam vayam dvishmastam vojambe dadmaha.
Om
Udishi diksomodipati swajo rakshita shanirishavah. Tebhyo namo dipatibhyo namo rakshitribhyo namah. Ishubhyo namah ebhyo astu. Yosman dvishtiyam vayam dvishmastam vojambe dadmaha.
Om Durva
Digvishnuradipati kalmashagrivo rakshita virudhaishavah. Tebhyo namo dipatibhyo namo rakshitribhyo namah. Ishubhyo namah ebhyo astu. Yosman dvishtiyam vayam dvishmastam vojambe dadmaha. Om urdhvadik brihaspatiradipati shritro rakshita varshamishavaha. Tebhyo namo dipatibhyo namo rakshitribhyo namah. Ishubhyo namah ebhyo astu. Yosman dvishtiyam vayam dvishmastam vojambe dadmaha.
Upasthana.
Om
Udvayam tamasaspari swaha pashyanta uttaram. Devam devatra suryamaganma jyotiruttamam. Om udryam jatavedasam devam vahanti ketavah. Drishe vishvaya suryam. Om chitram devanam udgatanikam chakshurmitrasya varunasya agneya. Apradyava prithvi antariksham surya atma jagatastashushasya swaha. Om takshakshurdevahitam purastachukramachara. Pashrema shariraha shatam jivema shariraha shatam. Shrinuyama shariraha shatam prapravama shariraha shatam. Adinasyama shariraha shatam bhuyascha shariraha shatat. Bhuyascha shariraha shatat. Bhuyascha shariraha shatat.
Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri
Guru mantraha.
Om
Om Bhurrbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nः Prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nः Prachodayat. O soul of life, the holy King of kings, O God of all the regions high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and lets the mortals grow. We seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate, and makes the souls of righteous people bright. My heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace to make me good and wise, and bless my mind with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. He Ishwar Daya Nidhe Bhavat Kripaya Nena Japopasana Karmana Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Sadyah Siddhir Bhavenah.
Tata Ishwaram Namaskuyat.
Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. He Mangalesha Shankar Mangal Karo Hamara Pavan Prakash Paye Paramarth Punya Dwara Parijan Pe Pilado Avadhar Kadidani Teri Sharan mein aaya. He Bhaktya Bhagavani Ab ant mein Prabhu ji तुमको नमन करे हम वेदों के ज्ञान द्वारा जीवन सफल करे हम जीवन सफल करे हम जीवन सफल करे हम.
And now I bow to thee,
O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine, thy grace supplies to burning hearts a balm, thy blessings in my right desire shine. I also thank thee for thy rule benign, thy kind protections and thy blessings sweet. And those who are the dreaded foes of mine, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Yes, God, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Iti Sandhyopasana Vidhi Samaptaha.
We now come to the end of Sandhya Upasana. May the Yajamans and their family now come forward, and may the Pandits and Panditas now get ready for the Sankalp. The children this week will remain on stage.
श्री ब्रह्मणो द्वितीय प्रहराधे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथम चरणे अस्मिन् नलविक्रम संवत्सरे श्रावण आदिक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे रविवासरे त्रयोदशी तिथौ पुनर्वसु नक्षत्रे गर्कर्णे सिद्धियोगे क्वींस नगरे न्यूयॉर्क प्रदेशे अमेरिका देशे महर्षि दयानंद गुरुकुले आर्य समाज मंदिरे अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते.
We ask all of us this morning, please excuse us with the mandap. We had a wedding here yesterday, but we couldn't able to take off the mandap, so it was left here today, and which was left in a good taste too, because we have 2 birthday celebrations, so the decoration is good too. Thank you.
Atachamanam. Placing your right palm into your left palm as we sip sacramental water. Om Amrito Pastanamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidanamasi Swaha. Satyam Yashah Shirmai Shrihi Shrayata Swaha. Atanga Sparsha, touching the body limbs with sacramental water.
Surme prano astu, Om Akshurme chakshurastu, Om Karnayorme shrotramastu, Om Pavurme balamastu, Om Urvarma ojoastu, Om Arishtani Meyangani Tanustanvame Sahasantu. Atishwara Stuti Pratano Pasana. Om विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुव ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेकासीत् सदा पृथिवीं व्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ य आत्मदा फलदायस्य विश्वा उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैका इत्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ येन द्यौर्गा पृथिवी चादृधा येन स्वः सभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापते न त्वरेतान्यन्यो विश्वाजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जोमस्तनोऽस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम् ॐ स नो बन्धुर्जनिता संविधाता धामानि वेदभुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवामृतमानशानास् तृतीयेर्धामन्नध्यरयन्ता ॐ अग्नेनयस्सु पथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् योऽध्यस्मज्जुहुरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमोक्तिं विधेम हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याण कारक गुणकर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ हैं वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए।
O God, O Creator of this universe, O radiant cause of all manifestations, do remove from us all that is difficult in our experience and all tendencies to transgress your laws, and bring unto us all that is beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious. O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can supersede the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches. Iti swara stuti prarthanopasana prakaranam atha swasti vachanam Om Agnimire Purohitam Yajasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam
ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्ने सुपायनो भव सजस्वानः स्वस्तये ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिलितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यादितिरनर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना ॐ स्वस्ति वायुमुपब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्तिरादित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवावन्तु ऋभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वं हसः ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति नारिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधि ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसा दिव पुनर्गलताज्ञता जानता सङ्गमे महि इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम्
शन्ना
इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रा वरुणा रातहव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शम्यो शन्ना इन्द्रा पूषणा वाजसातौ ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्सु शन्नः पुरन्धिः शमुसन्तुरायः शन्नः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शन्नो अर्यमा पुरुजातो अस्तु ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुधर्तानो अस्तु शन्ना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शम्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अद्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रा वरुणा वश्विनाशम् शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्नः शिरो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वभूतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्ना ओषधिर्वनिनो भवन्तु शन्नो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णु ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभिर्देवो अस्तु शमादित्यैर्वरुणः सुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शन्नः स्वसान्नाभिः शृणोतु ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शन्नो रावणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वः शमुवस्तु वेति
अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्राः
यजाग्रतो दूरमुदैति दैवम् तनु सुप्तस्य तथा कर्माण्यपसो मनीषिणो यजे कृण्वन्ति विदधेषु धीरा यदपूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ यत्प्रजानमुत्थितो धृतिश्चा यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मानरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतममृतेन सर्वं येन यजस्तायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ यस्मिन् च सामयजोषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रत्नभाविवारा यस्मिन् स्थितं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ सुशारथिरश्वानि वयं मनुष्यान् नेमीयते भीषुभिर्वाजिनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यदचिरं जविष्ठं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु.
O King, with your peaceful flow, bring peace to the world of animals and peace to the world of human beings too. Peace indeed to the world of trees and plants. No fear from our friends, nor from those who are unfriendly to us. No fear from the known, nor from the unknown. No fear in the night, nor in the day. May we be friends unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us.
Sanaha Pavasva Shangave Shamjanaya Shamarvate Shamrajanoshadhivya Om Abhayam Mitra Abhayam Mamitra Abhayam Jata Abhayam Paroksha Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divanaha Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Iti Sanshepataha Shanti Karanam Athagni Pradipanam. Can we all stand around the kund, the yajamanas?
Om Bhur Bhuvah
यास्ते पृथिवी देवयजनि पृष्ठे अग्निर्मना धमना ध्यायादधे.
Let us all fan the sacred fire.
Om Udbudya Swagni Pratijagrahi Tvamishapurte Samshrije Thamayancha Asmin Sadhaste Achyutarasmin Vishwe Devaya Jamanasya Sidata Devasya Jamanasya Sidata.
Ata samidadana. Om
Ayanta itmatma Jatavedasene Dasvavardasvachetavardhaya Chasman prajaya Pashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadhyena samedhaya Swaha Idam agnaye jatavedase Idam namama Om samidhanim duvasyata kriter bodhayatatithim Asmin havyajuhodana Susamidhaya shoshishe Kritam tivram juhodana Agnaye jatavedase Swaha Idam agnaye jatavedase Idam namama Tantva samidhirangiro Kritena vardhayamasi Brihachochaya vishya Swaha Idam agnaye angirase Idam namama
Atha panchakrita ahutayah.
Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jatavedhasene Yasvavardhasvachetavardhaya Chasman prajaya Pashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadhyena samedhaya Swaha Idam agnaye jatavedase Idam namama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jatavedhasene Yasvavardhasvachetavardhaya Chasman prajaya Pashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadhyena samedhaya Swaha Idam agnaye jatavedase Idam namama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jatavedhasene Yasvavardhasvachetavardhaya Chasman prajaya Pashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadhyena samedhaya Swaha Idam agnaye jatavedase Idam namama
Om Ayanta
Idma Atma Jatavedasene Yasvavardhasvachetavardhaya Chasman prajaya Pashubhir Brahmavarchase Nanadhyena samedhaya Swaha Idam agnaye jatavedase idam na mama. Om ayanta itma atma jata veda sere yasvavardha swacheta vardaya chasvan prajaya pashubhir brahma varchase nanadhyena samedhaya swaha idam agnaye jata vedase idam na mama.
Ata jal sinchana. Om Adite Anumanyaswa. Om Anumate Anumanyaswa. Om Saraswati Anumanyaswa. Om Deva Savitah Prasuvayajam Prasuvayajam Bhagaya Divyo Gandharvah Ketapu Ketanah Punatu Vachaspatir Vachanah Swadatu.
Atha akara vacha bhava hutayaha. Geoblations, north, south, and center. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye idam na mama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya idam na mama. Om Prajapate Swaha. Idam Prajapate idam na mama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya idam na mama.
Ata krita samagri ahutaya.
Om
Suryo Jyotir Jyoti Suryaha Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchaha Swaha. Om Jyoti Suryaha Suryo Jyoti Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajurusha Sendраvatya Jushana Suryo Vetu Swaha. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotir Agni Swaha. Om Agnir Varcho Jyotir Varcha Swaha. Om
Agni Jyotir Jyotir Agni
Swaha. Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrindраvatya Jushano Agnirvetu Swaha. Om Puranaye Pranaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Pranaya idam na mama. Om Purvayave Pranaya Swaha. Idam Vayave Pranaya idam na mama. Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Vyanaya idam na mama. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaragni
वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदन्नमम ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतम् ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा ॐ यामेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मामध्यमेधयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमौतिं विधेमा स्वाहा अथ पूर्णाहुतिरूप आहारावाच्यभागाहुतयः ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदन्नमम ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदन्नमम ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्नमम ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदन्नमम ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदन्नमम ॐ भूर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदन्नमम ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय इदन्नमम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदन्नमम
The yajman can now stand around Nikon. The children can you can now, off stage, you can go off stage just to give the family some space there. Can Vinesh family come on stage? Today, our son Vinesh is celebrating his 12th birthday. And let us all first thank his Aji and Aja for choosing to celebrate his birthday here at Gurukul, and for inviting all their families and friends to join us here to thank God for all God had given unto them. Vinesh, as you celebrate this special day, as you reach another milestone, and as you say thanks to God for all He has given you, and most of all, He has given you the most special Aji and Aja, and they had instilled rich cultural values unto you. As you grow, your Aji and Aja, you had filled their home and their lives with a lot of joy. From the day you were born, I heard you were there. They're taking care of you, and today and other days too, but today you want to say Aji and Aja. How blessed they are to see you through many, many milestones. They have seen you grow from your baby years to your toddler years, and how you have learned to talk, and how you learned to walk, and your determined footsteps. Your face had light up with smiles as you go about in their home, and as you play here at Gurukul, your harmonium, you can sing, and you attend Gurukul almost every week, and you come along with your sister Ariana. So, and most important, Vinesh, you are like a role model for Ariana and for all the other younger children here. And remember that good children always carry their family names to glorious height, and you have already achieved a lot. With your humility and your tolerance and your understanding, you will go very far in life. And we wish that may you be blessed with courage to soar higher in all your achievements, your education especially. So as we sing, you slowly go around the kund.
तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे उतने सार जितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे फूल कितने प्यारे फूलों से प्यारा तू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू लोग कितने प्यारे लोगों से प्यारा तू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू आजा गले लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे
सालगिरह का ये दिन मुबारक मेरे लाल जिए तू हजारों साल
जिए तू हजारों साल
तुझको कुछ हो जाए
तो क्या हो मेरा हाल जिए तू हजारों साल जिए तू हजारों साल आजा गले लग जा मेरे नजारे तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे 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 कितने नील गगन पे तारे
Let us all chant for Vinesh on page 486. Om Anuvratah. Let us all join. Om Anuvratah Pituh Putro Matra Bhavatu Sammanah Jayapatye Madhumati Vacham Varatu Shantivam Swaha Om Ma Prata Prataram Dvisham Ma Swasaram Uta Swasa Samyancha Savrata Bhutva Vacham Varata Bhadraya Swaha. And Vinesh, look at your Aji and Aja, and you can say Aji and Aja. You cannot be compared to anything in this world. And there is nothing that I can ever exchange in return for both of your love. You both are the most important people in my life. I will serve you with my sister. We both will serve and respect you always. And we will never do anything that will make you both unhappy. And Aji, you're like a mom to me, and you are my God. And Aja, you also like God to me, and you are also like my God. I don't really see God, but I can see both of you. And you both are my earthly God and goddesses. And teachers and elders are my God and goddesses too. And everyone coming to our home are treated like God and goddesses. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha Om Atiti Devo Bhava Swaha. At the end we will do all the garland. We'll do the garland later. We will now take Dishen. Condition family can come forward. And today Dishen is celebrating his 14th birthday. And the same goes for you too, Dishen. For as you celebrate this special day and as you reach to 14 years, today you want to say thanks to God for all that He had given you. And He has given you two wonderful parents, your mom, Sintra, and your dad, Kemraj. And today you want to say how blessed, they want to say how blessed they are to see you on all the stages of life as you grow from your baby years and as you grow and you walk and you talk on your determined footsteps that you took. And you like a light in their home. And most important, Dishen, you have an elder sister who is Manisha. And you look up to her, to whatever role model she had played in you. She is your role model. So you can say to her that, sister, or what you call her, Didi, Manisha, I look up to you as a role model as I grow, and whatever you do, I will follow your footsteps. And Dishen, remember too that children always carry their family names to glorious heights. And as you yourself had achieved a lot on your schoolwork, your academic, your spiritual progress, and with your humility and your tolerance and your understanding, you will go very far too. And we pray today that may you be blessed with courage and understanding, and may you stay happy and healthy, and you may always believe in yourself and ready to face all life challenges. And look at your mom and look at your dad and say, Mom and Dad, you cannot be compared to anything in this world. And there is nothing that I can ever exchange in return for both of your love. You both are the most important people in my life and also in my sister's life too, my Didi life. We will serve and we respect you both. And we will never do anything to make you both unhappy. And Mom, you and Dad, you are my earthly God and goddesses. And any teachers and elders come to our home, they are treated as God and goddesses. And elders, any guests that come, they also be treated like God and goddesses. And as we sing, you will go around. Slowly go around, Nikun.
तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो
तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो
आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्म
तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो We continue on to page 485. Om Somo Dhenum Somo Arvantamashum Somo Viyam Karmanyam Dadati Saranyam Vidatyam Sabheyam Pitri Shravanam Yodarasharasmai Swaha Om Pashima Sharadaha Shatam Swaha Jivema Sharadaha Shatam Swaha Buddhima Sharadaha Shatam Swaha Rohima Sharadaha Shatam Swaha Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. You can put the two of them in front and their parents can give them the arti and they could.
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए,
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार
दिल ये गाए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, oh, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to
Vinesh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Shri.
happy birthday
To you.
बेकरार हो के दामन थाम लो मैं किसका, क्या मिसाल दूँ मैं तेरी, नाम लूँ मैं किसका। नहीं नहीं ऐसा हंसी
कोई नहीं है जिस पर ये नजर रुक जाए,
बेमिसाल जो कहलाए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, oh, happy birthday to you,
happy birthday to Nishan, happy birthday to you.
औरों की तरह कुछ मैं भी तोहफा आज लाता, मैं तेरी हंसी महफिल में फूलों की जरूरत जीने कहा।
ऐसे क्या है फूलों की जरूरत, जो बाहर खुद कहलाए,
हर कली का दिल धड़काए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, oh, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to
Vinesh and Dishan, happy birthday
to you.
You can all come back to your seats.
अथ ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरु मंत्रः।
All of us clasping our hands and closing our eyes as we chant the Gayatri Mantra.
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा।
भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। Okay, let's repeat it.
Let's start over.
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा।
ॐ भूर्भुवः
स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। अथ स्विष्टकृत आहुति अथ मोहन भोग आहूयते। ॐ यदस्य कर्मणोऽत्यरीचं यद्वान्यूनं नाकरम् अग्निश्चस्विष्टकृद्विद्यात् सर्वं स्विष्टं सूक्तं करोतु मे। अग्नये स्विष्टकृते सहूतहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनां कामानां समर्पयित्रे सर्वानः कामान् समर्पय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये स्विष्टकृते इदं न मम। प्रजापति आहुति। ॐ
प्रजापते
स्वाहा। इदं प्रजापते इदं न मम। Let us all stand for the final offerings. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vay Purnam Swaha. May all the children please step on stage. अथ मुख स्पर्शः. With outstretched palms facing the holy fire, we chant the following mantras, each time touching our faces lightly with heated palms. Om Tanupagneasi Tanvam me pahi. Om Ayurdagnesi Ayur me dehi. Om Varchodagnesi Varcho me dehi. Om Agniyan me tanvam Unam tanva prinam. Om Medha me devaha Savita dadhatu. Om Medha me devi Saraswati dadhatu. Om Medha me Ashvinau Deva Vadhakam Pushkarasvajau Apyayatam. Om Vachama Apyayatam. Om Pranashama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushama Apyayatam. Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Chama Apyayatam. Athavam Devyaganam. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Kayanashitra Bhuvat Uti Sada Vritah Sakha Kaya Shachishtaya Vrita. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Kaswa Satyo Madanam Manhishto Matsarandhasah Dritha Chiraruje Vasu. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Abhishunah Sakinam Avita Charitrenam
शतं भवास्युतये शतं भवास्युतये शतं भवास्युतये इति अग्निहोत्रम् इति अग्निहोत्रम् इति अग्निहोत्रम्.
Let us all return to our seats. The children may stay on stage for the singing of Pujani. Yajaman Dan. Om Swasti Panthamanujayema Surya Chandramasa Viva Punartartagnata Janata Sangame Mahi. Om Swasti, Om Swasti, Om Swasti. As we're preparing for our Pravachan, we will now ask Pandit Yud to give us a bhajan.
And to the children, this Gita says, good times will come, good times will leave. If we look at the world from the eyes of the heart, then the world will always look beautiful. And to the children as well, continued, the impact you have on those who love you. They say, then I see sceneries wherever my eyes see you. You're there in my life. Then I see sceneries. Everything will bring with itself colors of love and happiness, and that's what you bring to the respective families. Hey, aati rahengi bahare, जाती रहेंगी बहारें, दिल की नजर से दुनिया को देखो,
दुनिया सदा ही हंसी है। हो आती रहेंगी बहारें, जाती रहेंगी बहारें। मैंने तो बस यही मांगी है दुआएं, फूलों की तरह हम सदा मुस्कुराए। मैंने तो बस यही मांगी है दुआएं, फूलों की तरह हम सदा मुस्कुराए। गाते रहे हम खुशियों के गीत, यूं ही जाए भी जिंदगी। हो आती रहेंगी बहारें, जाती रहेंगी बहारें। दिल की नजर से दुनिया को देखो, दुनिया सदा ही हंसी है। हो आती रहेंगी बहारें। तुमसे है जब जीवन में सहारे, जहाँ जाए नजरे वही है नजारे। तुमसे है जब जीवन में सहारे, जहाँ जाए नजरे वही है नजारे। लेके आएगी हर नई बहार रंग भरा प्यार और खुशी। हो आती रहेंगी बहारें, जाती रहेंगी बहारें। दिल की नजर से दुनिया को देखो, दुनिया सदा ही हंसी है। हो आती रहेंगी बहारें।
All right, we'll cut it. They are now ready for the Pravachan. Thank you.
Our Pravachan today will be delivered by Baiji Avinash. We won't have the screen today, so we'll have to listen along to Avinash's wonderful Pravachan.
I guess. Namaste, everyone. Let us start with Kohoi Kabar, if possible.
Kohoi Kabar hai mitro, Sanatan Dharma ki jai ho. समाज की जय हो।
ॐ
विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
Namaste again. So my topic for today is about simple guidelines that I really hope you guys can apply for your lifetime. And what I mean by guidelines is just a set of rules, a set of principles that you all can follow, a set of principles that you can apply to your daily lives that can help you move forward, that can help you increase your efficiency in your daily tasks, that can help you relieve conflicts and stress and any ailments that you have in your life. And this is explained by 5 main principles, that being clarity, that being how concise you can be, that being efficiency, safety, and accountability. Now, in my opinion, I'm going to try to be as concise as possible with these simple guidelines. I had sort of made an easier way of seeing them, but since we can't use the screen today, I'll try my best to explain them. So the first being clarity. So when you think of clarity, you think of something that's clear, something that's digestible, understandable, something that can be like straightforward and something that you understand. For example, if I were to tell someone, can you get me a bottle of water from downstairs in the storage room? They understand exactly what they need to do, and they understand how to do it, and they can do it without any problems, without any conflicts. But say I say, get me water. They have no idea what I mean. I could mean get me water for the Havan. I can mean get me water to drink. I can mean get me water for someone else. There's a bit of cloudiness in that decision, in that statement. So it may lead to a problem, or as I would say, a conflict. And of course, this is just a small example. If you can imagine any bigger and heavier decision, if you make a bit of like cloudiness and there's a bit of misinterpretation in your statements, you can see how that can lead to problems. The second part of guidelines is consistency. So on top of being clear about your decision and clear about your own statement, you have to be able to be fair and consistent with the statements you give and with the things that you decide to do. So, for example, if you were to create a schedule for your day, your daily routine, you would want to follow that every day. You don't create a timeline of your day and then not do anything about it or follow it once a week. That's not consistent. You're not being true to yourself. If you go through the trouble of creating a schedule and you don't follow it, you're not being consistent, and it's going to lead to problems throughout the day, because that very schedule is going to be even harder to follow if you don't try your best to do it every day. And then, of course, efficiency is a very big part of it, because if you're not going through the effort of being consistent and being clear in your decisions, you're going to find yourself lacking in efficiency in terms of maybe you don't complete what you wanted to do throughout the day. Maybe you find yourself not doing what you don't feel like you did enough for the day. And then you end up feeling kind of like lazy or defeated. And that's where your efficiency sort of decreases, or this causes you to sort of feel that you're not good enough or you're not doing anything. It's almost giving you your own defeated mindset. So far, we have clarity, we have consistency, and we have efficiency. And to contribute to those, all 3 are connected in terms of if you're not, as I said before, if you're not clear and you're not consistent in your own decisions, you're not going to be as efficient as you want to be. And in terms of the next part, which is safety, the principles that you decide to talk about and the principles that you decide to follow by should be logical, and if you have a clear path and you know exactly what you need to do throughout the day, you can find that you won't make rash decisions that can lead to conflict. If you plan ahead and you say, okay, I want to go to Mandir from this time to this time, or I want to do this from like 10 to 12:30, you are prepared for it, you know what you're doing. If you just say randomly, let's go to Mandir, you may wake up late, which can cause you to rush here, which can cause who knows what to happen. You're avoiding unnecessary conflict by planning ahead and just applying it throughout your day. And it's something that we should all do in our own lives. We find that it's kind of hard to make a plan for every day because some of us have work from different times, some of us just have too much to do throughout the day, that it's kind of hard to even find the time to schedule. And so that's where it comes into the last part, which is accountability. So in my opinion, accountability is the most important part, because if you're not holding yourself accountable for anything, then the other four statements don't matter. It doesn't matter how clear, how consistent, or how efficient you can be if you're not holding yourself accountable for those things. You can, as I said before, if you write down your schedule and don't follow it, what was the point of writing the schedule? You can write it as good as you want, you can write it as clear as you want, but it doesn't matter if you never follow it. Without accountability, there's no purpose for any of these guidelines. And guidelines in general, they can be anything like spiritual guidelines. They can be just like, hey, wake up, shower, this, that, school, things like that. Guidelines don't have to be just spiritual, like going to Mandir. So you guys can use it in like your school, or you guys can use it in your school, you guys can use it in your daily time, maybe your Saturdays. I find that, like, especially in the higher education, you kind of need to have the skills to schedule, and you need to have the skills to time manage. And when you apply these guidelines and you find it easy to really control your day and you run your day, you find yourself very efficient. You find yourself sort of radiating this brilliance and this happiness because you've found a flow in your life. You find that yourself more happy. And with this, you tend to stand out a little bit more. And so the next part is, how do people show these traits of this brilliance, this excellence? How do people show others how to follow guidelines? How do we imprint this onto our kids, or how do we imprint this onto those that we have the ability to teach? And so there's a couple main things. So the first would be to believe in yourself. How can you expect to give someone else or teach someone else something if you don't believe you know it yourself? How can you give character to somebody if you don't have your own character? You cannot have a weak base and expect a strong building to stand. It'll collapse because there's no foundation for it. And then this is then paired with setting realistic goals. You have to be realistic with yourself. Although it's nice to aim high and to aim for like the top, you also have to factor in what's going on in your life, what you're doing. Because if you set super, super high realistic goals and then you don't attain them, you find yourself defeated. You say, dang it, I wish like maybe I am not as good as I want to be. And that can further spur you on into even more problem and more conflict, which is something very common among college kids and among today's generation, definitely with schooling, and especially in New York, because we're like the most tested and we have like the most care for grades in our school system. And then keeping growing skills. So all the skills we learn throughout, from our parents, from our elders, from the pundits, panditas, everywhere and everyone that gives them to us, we have to learn to imprint them and utilize them. Because if they always hear it, if you guys always hear like do this and do that, but never actually do it, then there is no point of even telling you. But in the sense, if you keep imprinting and keep growing and keep learning, then you'll find it easier to go up throughout your day, and it'll just help you in the end. But it's up to you to take that first step to really use what you've learned. And then this sort of goes into the idea of stepping out of your comfort zone, especially at Mandir, where some people may be shy to sing, some people may be shy to play their instruments. you have to learn to step out of your comfort zone so you can really learn what your potential is, and you can really learn where you stand. It's imperative, especially with the amount of kids we have on stage now compared to 10, maybe when I was really young. There wasn't as much, but now we have almost everyone here can sing or play an instrument because they're sort of grown up to challenge themselves in this mandir. And this mandir also goes into the next part, which is having the best people around. If you have people around you that are doing the exact same thing, that are encouraging you, for sure you're going to feel like doing more mandir is a good thing to do, and you're going to feel like the motivation in yourself to do it. And once that happens, once you see like a kid sing a song, maybe you think, oh, maybe I can do that, and then you start to learn harmonium. If we have like harmonium class and you see all the little kids doing it, if you're a younger kid, you'll want to do it too. It's a motivating environment that helps everyone, which is why we function so well in terms of children and teaching and all those morals. And I have a small mantra right here that I want to sing, if that's okay. Ahinsayaiva bhutanam karyam shreyo nushasanam vakchaiva madurash lakshna prayoja dharmam ichchata. And these guidelines that we follow, these rules and these principles that we want to learn, whether we learn them at mandir, whether we learn them at home, whether we do our research and find certain ways or certain things to go about our day, we find that we do this in the sense of nonviolence. We still do this with keeping our morals intact. Throughout the day, we are able to teach people what to do. These guidelines and these tasks, they should be done with sweet speech. They should be done gently. There is still the spiritual aspect in everything that we do, and we should still keep our mind clear and keep our morals and our cosmic law upheld. Human beings themselves are sort of born with their own moral compass. If you have ever heard of the idea of nature versus nurture, human beings are born with a good moral compass, and it's up to us as people, as individuals, to keep humans guided on the right path and keep this compass good. It's up to us to pass on the knowledge that we have so that the next generation can thrive. And so with that, the guidelines, as simple guidelines, aren't exactly a list that you must look at. Simple guidelines aren't exactly a robust set of things you have to do throughout the day. They're just ideas and almost laws in your head that are sort of like limits or even places to bounce off of that you set for yourselves and you give on to your kids, you give on to anyone that you can, you imprint them onto other people. These guidelines are meant to sort of spur us on in terms of keeping ourselves pure, keeping ourselves virtuous, and guiding us on the right path. And whether you find them through mandir, whether you find them through your school, whether you find them from just going around in life, as long as you stick to these principles and you stick to these morals, you'll find conflict less abundant. You'll find yourselves in less conflicting situations. You'll find yourselves generally happier. You'll find yourselves generally more motivated and more just wanting to know more. And isn't that kind of what we all want to achieve? We don't want to all be always bothered with something or always busy with something. Although it's hard to manage that in their day, at least sticking to guidelines will lessen that problem. And you'll find that although happiness may be brief, it's more than without them. And there is a reason for why we need these types of things. So with that, that is essentially what I wanted to say. Thank you, and namaste.
Thank you and namaste, Bhai Avinash, for taking the time to prepare and present your pravachan on teaching us various guidelines. We should all lead an auspicious lifestyle so that we can perform actions with clarity, efficiency, and accountability. Most importantly, we should prioritize our morals so that we can adhere to the correct path. That being said, we will now proceed to announcements from Pandit Desai.
Namaste, everyone. We welcome all of you to Gurukul this morning. And we have, I just want to let you know that in Guyana, Gurukul, they have 115 students there commencing today the camp, and which was very good there. And we pray and beg God that may our Guruji have all the strength to carry out all his duties there. And some of our Mahilas, they are in Guyana there. Some of our members, they went to help there and to be with the Guruji. We have in our midst here, we have Pandit Bharat from the RS Spiritual Center. He had given us an invitation for the camp, not the camp, the Ved in the park, and he wants to take a minute or so to Pandit Bharat.
Namaste, everyone. So nice to see so many of you in Mandir, despite it's summertime and so many coming out. And I just want to say a very, very awesome congratulations to Avinash. Where's Avinash? Okay, Avinash, that was brilliant message this morning. Please give him another round of applause. When our youths, I just came in when he started, and when our youths can deliver so well, he meant to use the projector and the screen, and despite that can really throw you off. As a presenter myself, I know what it takes when you prepare to put it on the screen and you don't, and that doesn't work as per your desire. So not to take much of your time, next year, February 2024. This is being year-long celebration of Mahrshi Dayananda, his 200th birth year coming up. And this year we have planned the RS Spiritual Center, and along with all the Samajas, we are hoping to all the Samajas to support this. We have Ved in the Park. And as you know, Brahman in the Park starts tonight and concludes next Sunday, but we start on August 24th. The flyer has a little mistake. It says 7 p.m., but the Thursday, we are starting at 6:30 because we want to do the flag raising and other things before the actual Havan starts at 7. So I'm humbly inviting all of you. I brought a lot of flyers. Whichever night, I know August is a busy time for all of us. Whichever night it's possible for you to come out and support this event. It's not an, yes, we're planning it, but it's an Arya Samaj event. And we are expecting all the Samajas to join and participate and support us. So please do make an effort to come out. We had wanted Dr. Satish to read one night, but we told he's coming back at the end of August, and so it was not possible to have him to do one of the Pravachans. So again, thank you for your time. Please make an effort to come out to join this Ved in the Park. It's the very first ever one we'll have in New York City, and we want it to be very, very successful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bharat. Another, remember that we have our 3-day Pravachan Yajna. The Gaurinath family invite you and your family to be here on September 15th to September 7th, 15, 17, 15, 16, 17th at right here at Mahrshi Dayananda Gurukula. So with this, I don't know if we can all stand now for the arti. Thank you all.
Om Jai
हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
जो जावे फल पावे दुख बिनसे मन का ओ स्वामी दुख बिनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे मन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा ओ स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
May there be peace in the heavenly region. May there be peace in the atmosphere. May peace reign on earth. May waters be soothing and may medicinal herbs be healing. May plants be the source of peace to all. May all enlightened persons bring us peace. May the Vedas spread peace throughout. May all other objects give us peace. May peace even bring peace to all, and may that peace come to me over. Om, peace, peace, peace.
अथ शांति पातः ओम द्यौ
शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिर् आपः शान्तिर् औषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर् विश्वे देवा शान्तिर् ब्रह्मा शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि ओम शान्तिः 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 प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय वेदों धारक महर्षि दयानंद की जय ब्रह्मर्षि स्वामी विरजानंद की जय मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय भगवती माता सीता की जय योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय Mealtime prayer. Om Annapate Anasya no Dehi Anamevasya Shushmina Prabradataram Tarisha Urjano Dehi Dvipade Chatushpade Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste everyone. Thank you all for coming and enjoy your food downstairs.